Hello traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris Swarsik from Elite Currency, and as always we start with the euro dollar. So we're getting a strong reaction, a reversal at the 38.2 fib. In my previous videos I was indicating that I was bullish because of this fib and other reasons here at 117, 117.50. And yes, I was inclined indeed to a strong bullish bounce and a reversal. It didn't happen right away. It took some time. If you look at the daily chart, you see some smaller push up, maybe not even on the daily chart, but on the hourly chart, you would see some hesitation here, specifically in this zone right here. It started to falter a little bit, didn't go up as much as I thought. So the retracement did take place, but would it turn into a reversal? That was the big question. Or will it still make a lower low? And ultimately it did push above this resistance trend line, above the 144 EMA, above the 20 EMA, and confirm a bigger reversal that I was thinking it could do, and it made its way up to 118.50. Now it's even above that, and it's headed towards even higher targets. You can see that the last 2 days were very bullish candles, and a full reversal, a V-Valley reversal is taking shape. And you can see that because of the speed at which it fell, but also the speed at which it turned up from this 38.2 fib. So I think with this move up, it's confirming the bullish reversal that I had in mind. It's not just a retracement, but really a reversal. And I think that that indicates the end of this ABC down. We had a 5-wave pattern here, a ABC 3-wave pattern here for an A and a B. And I think that the downside finally completed the 5-wave like this. What I expected the 5-wave to be completed a little bit too earlier in my videos, but it actually ended up being this. And a 5-wave completed the wave C, so this is an ABC. And I think that is a bigger wave A of a bigger wave 4. So we're inclined to a big AB up, I think ABC up, sorry, for a bigger blue B and then C within wave 4. So I think we got a red ABC, just to complete my analysis. A red ABC is completing blue A. We're going to go up for B, a blue B, and then down for blue C, and maybe a DE if there's a triangle chart pattern within a wave 4 pattern. All right, so the wave 4 pattern is respecting typically shallow fibs. So something like this could take place, or a triangle. That is, of course, if price stays above the 38.2 fib, then corrective patterns for more upside could take place. So let's see if it's that. So far, so good. And let's put the fib now on the downside. There we go. And we broke through the 23.6 fib. It is a very shallow fib, so that is maybe not that surprising. The next resistance zone is the 38.2 fib at 119.50 and the 15 fib at 120.50. Those are stronger levels than the 23.6 fib. We also have the 144 EMA now resistance in the 21 EMA zone. So I personally think that 119.50 will be a bouncing spot. There's a pretty good probability of that. So there's a little bit of space left, but not much. And price is, as you can see, also clearly when it closed above the 20 EMA, that was the criteria I mentioned on Monday for a bullish breakout. I also use my SWAT candles, blue candle, blue arrow, confirming, and the break above the 20 EMA. And it's been, since then, it has moved up 120-ish pips, and it's still ongoing, and it broke above this fractal here as well. And follow through is quite swift. HMA is bullish, good momentum, and yeah, that was a good kind of reversal trade right there on the 4-hour chart. So this morning we had a small, in my wave webinar yesterday, actually, I was saying that this is looking bullish, that it might dip down here at max to these long-term moving averages, or just immediately break. It actually, what it did was just make a small little retracement of this bullish candle, right? Retracement, and then break with this beautiful blue candle here, this beautiful bullish candle. Look at that. Break through these fractals, and it's been bullish ever since that as well, since 118.28. Good momentum. Then we had a bull flag pattern, and recently a break of that bull flag pattern. This is a 50-minute breakout. All right, there we go. So sorry, a lot of looking back at the past, but that's because of the discussions we had in the EU euro dollar, pound dollar videos and wave webinars. So you can see that it's indeed accelerating. In my wave analysis on Tuesday, I had this channel and a break likely to happen. That's what happened. It broke above the top of the channel, made a flag, and continued. As it accelerated, the momentum is now accelerating, as you can see. The angle of that channel is way steeper than the angle of this channel, as the trend is kind of picking up pace to the upside. Okay? So yeah, we had some great bounces here. We had a great breakout here. We had a great breakout here, a great breakout here, a bounce here, and even a breakout here potentially on a 50-minute chart. Those are a couple of the trading ideas that one could derive from this upside analysis. So anyhow, now on to what could happen next. It looks to me, and my apologies for this lengthy discussion of the past, but it looks to me that this is a wave 1, a 2, because we had a 5 wave in wave 1, and an ABC down in wave 2. And I think we're looking at a wave 3 now. And if we put a fib from here to here, there we go. Then we see that price has broken above the minus 100 target. So this is looking very much like a wave 3. And main target of the wave 3 at least is minus 161.8 target. So I think that it might just immediately finish that move and go up those 30 pips. But there's not much space left there. On a 5-minute chart, there might be some scalp intraday trades possible. I'm not a really big fan of that. I don't know. It's a little bit of a tough territory. I mean, if it were to get maybe down to the bottom of the 20-minute zone here at 118.85, once again, I don't know if it will go that far. It's 6 pips away from that. 118.80, 118.83. It might be worth a bounce there on a 5-minute chart at least. Back to these fractals here. And then bounce to 119.30. That's a small scalping trade, maybe, if it dips that low. Possible. But I really don't like it. It's really, I have been bullish, but that doesn't mean that I'm bullish forever. I still am bullish in the long run, but it's just, it's sailing quite high and quite close to a bigger target. And therefore, I think that, yes, the probability is 50-50 if it goes up or if we get some kind of flag pattern. And I would need to have some discount with such a small target close by. That's my main hesitations. If, however, I do see a bull flag pattern that retests the 20-minute, I would like to see a retest of the 20-minute on a 1-hour chart. That would make me feel better. If price went back maybe to about 118.65, made some kind of flag pattern like that, maybe not during the London session, but maybe throughout the rest of the day and the beginning of tomorrow, that would make me feel better, because in that case, we got the second 20-minute EMA bounce, and then I know that there's kind of like a reset moment, and if it breaks that flag, then it could go higher. It could go up to 119.50, as we know. So in that case, something like that, up flag up, and this flag could be small here, so maybe something like this. And in that case, from 118.75 there's still 75 pips up to 119.50. So I'm always keeping an eye on the space that's available as well. Not only what is the trend, but how much space is there left. And that's why this breakout was so great, because there was a lot of space up to 118.50, and 118.50 was at best a relatively weak level because of the 23.6 fib. So that was good. So yeah, but if we get some kind of flag and then break, that's still okay for a continuation up to that 119.50 target in my view. And then 119.50 I think could be a more difficult level, and in fact a level where price might make a retracement, and we might see a bigger wave 4 take place there. And that wave 4 could go back to, for instance, let's put the fib on the wave 3. If this is what I said, if this is a wave 1, 2, and this is a 3, then at 119.50 that wave 3 could finish. We could see a wave 4. The wave 4 could go back all the way to the 23.6 fib, probably the 38.2 fib at 118.70, and bounce back up and complete one more upside to 120. And complete that 5 wave up at 120, 120.30, or maybe even 120.80. So let me put that in perspective on the daily chart. So flag up, that will complete wave 3. Then flag for wave 4, up for wave 5 to 120. That will complete 5 of A. There I expect an ABC back to the 61.8 fib for wave B, and then up for wave C towards the previous tops. All right, so flag up, ABC down, and then 5 waves up again. And that ABC up, basically we would put the fib from top to bottom. I'm using the bottom and the future top at 120-ish, 120.20 probably. And that way ABC could go down to the 38, bounce down to the 61, and then bounce lower high, and up it goes like that for a 5-wave pattern up to 122. That's what I'm expecting at this moment. I might be totally off, and time will tell about that. Of course, I will, if the price is doing something different, then and I will have to adjust my analysis. Of course, I will let you know on Monday when I have my new euro dollar pound euro video. This is my main thoughts at this moment, my main analysis at this moment. And of course, we're looking quite far ahead. So there's plenty of space and time and scope for this to change. But at this moment, that seems the most likely. ABC up. All right, pound USD. So here we had already a wave up, ABC, wave A up, ABC down for B, and we had a wave C up. That wave C seems completed. And in that wave C, there was also a 5-wave pattern up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a 5-wave in 5. And it looks like that particular swing is over at the 38 fib, kind of in the middle of the 38 and 50. And it looks like 5-wave completed, now 3 waves completed up. But it could be that the wave B is expanded, ABC within A, ABC down for B, and then a 5-wave up to finish the bigger B, ABC within B. So pound definitely looks a little bit weaker than the euro dollar. Let's put the trend line like this. And let's put the fib from here to here. But looking at this, I think it's a pretty big pin bar on the 4-hour chart, a pretty big wick at the bottom indicating that buyers are stepping in. So I'm more inclined at this moment to consider that this ABC is finished to the downside, and that this is a wave 1 and 2 for upside. So a break above the 20 MA should send us higher on the 1-hour chart. The break of the 4-hour 21 EMA should also send us up to 140. So those are the confirmations. If price breaks through the trend line and this bottom, of course, that would invalidate this bullish analysis and indicate a push down to the 78.6 fib. That breakout would probably be best traded on a 15-minute chart, in my view, as a small intraday trade from the break to the 78 fib. And that fib is a serious level to reckon with. Look at the respect for the 38, 50, 61.8 fib. Same could happen with the 78.6. But for the moment, I think that this pullback is probably going to find a head and shoulders pattern, inverted one, and find a bounce. So if it breaks through these double top into 143 MA, I think that would confirm the upside. Any bullish candlestick patterns in here that don't break this bottom could be an early signal that price is indeed bouncing at that support trend line. All right, weekly candles look pretty bullish. So I think I'm leaning towards upside and a bounce for bounce basically and breakout for that push up. But if it does get to the 78 or 88.6 fib, that too could still be a bouncing spot. The pound dollar likes deep Fibonacci levels, so those could definitely be a zone where price will react to. Only a break through the bottom would really change that perspective and invalidate the, or make it much less likely that there's going to be some upside wave B correction as I expect now. All right, that's it for this moment. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be back next week with a lot of webinars and videos, of course, including the euro dollar and pound dollar, and hope that this helps. Once again, sorry for that detailed historic review of the euro dollar, but it's just because we went through, the euro dollar situation in such a detail the last weeks that I think it makes sense to review spots that were interesting in the past in retrospect now, because we were discussing it so much in pre-fact as well in these videos, but also in the webinars, so that's why. All right, once again, great trading, and see you soon. Cheers.